And also the best thing about the experience was that I got to improve my Chinese, and now I've gone from being basic in Chinese and not feeling comfortable enough to speak to someone in Chinese to being so confident and so happy and excited to speak to anyone in Chinese, and that's the best achievement for me.
Yeah, the only thing I knew how to say before I went to China was hello, goodbye, and where is the toilet? So it was a bit nerve-wracking going over to another country where no one can understand you, and we had to play charades a lot trying to buy things, but we had some lessons during orientation, so that helped a lot. I learnt quite a fair bit of Chinese while I was there, but mainly towards the end I started trying to study, made my own little flashcards, and I was actually pretty happy. I learnt quite a bit in the last couple of months and enough to get by, so...
Yeah, so I really, in terms of learning the language, when I got there I pretty much knew nothing. We had a few lessons during our orientation to try and get us some basics. I really still didn't know anything, and by the end of the placement I didn't know much either. I knew enough to get by, and the things that really you needed were a couple of really nice greetings and thank yous and your numbers. And once you've got those, you can pay for things and you can be polite, and that was fine, and I got by. Yeah, so in terms of having really not learning much of the language, it was no problem. The teaching was for the English, and they didn't really want me to be explaining things in Chinese anyway, so that was fine. And then just in terms of getting by in the city, it was no problem. You can point at things, and if you know your numbers, you can ask how much does it cost, and then you can pay, and it's very doable.